Cheating in chess has been a problem for a really long time, and it's gotten so bad that even some grandmasters are becoming paranoid and reporting anyone that beats them.
Let's report immediately, no doubt about this player.
But what is it like to actually play a cheater? Will they completely blow you off the board or slowly outplay you? Well, in this video, I'm gonna tell you the story of how I not only played a cheater, but how I exposed him and got him banned. Alright, so here we are. This is a game that I played about 5 days ago, and you'll see that this guy got banned. Funnily enough, I don't usually check the profiles of the opponents that I play, but for some reason I just decided to check this guy's profile, and he had a super suspicious profile, and he got banned. So he got banned because I reported him. This is like the only person that I've reported in the past year or something, and he got banned, so he was cheating. And before you even start going through this game, there are a couple signs that kind of indicate that you might be playing someone with a suspicious account. So for example, when I checked this guy's profile, which is halfway through the game, I saw that his account was created like 2 weeks ago or something, which is already very suspicious for a 2100, almost 2200 rated player to have made his account 2 weeks ago. And even more, if we go back to this guy's profile, he has gained like 100 rating points in the past 30 days, and like 100 blitz points in the past 30 days, which is just, for someone who has made his account 2 weeks ago, this is like very suspicious. So I was looking at his win rate, and his win rate actually seems pretty decent, or like pretty normal, because he has a good amount of losses here. It's like, this is very normal here. And then I think here he started cranking the cheats up, because it's just win, 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 and then just like more wins in rapid. He's just like only won his rapid games, which is crazy. But the game that we played here, it's just incredibly obvious that he was cheating. Like, anyone that has played chess for a while could probably tell that this guy was using an engine, and on top of the fact that he already had a suspicious account with a above normal win rate, and it's just super suspicious, which is why I reported him. The only person I reported this whole year. Anyways, let's take a look at the game. So I have the black pieces here. He went e4. I'm a French player, and he plays f4. I don't really know this line, but all I know is that I'm supposed to play d5 and c5. Here, I'm already out of book, but my idea was just, I'm going to put my knights in the middle. I'm going to go bishop e7 and castle. This is basically what I was trying to do. He decides to trade in the center and go for this check. All this is pretty normal stuff right now. I'm just putting my knights in the middle, developing my pieces. Bishop e7 to prevent any funny ideas with the rook going to e1. So that's why I went bishop e7. And then he takes here, which is already... Okay, so this is the first weird move, because nothing is prompting him to take this bishop. Like, okay, if I had played a6, then yes, maybe this would be understandable, but bishop takes c6 is the top engine move in this position, and it's just like, it's so weird, because he also had the option to play knight e5, which just adds more pressure here and forces me to play bishop d7 with a very passive setup. But he decides to go here first, which, it makes sense, but even after knight e5, I have queen c7, which just holds everything together. So I was kind of confused why I did that, and that's not a dead giveaway, but it's just the first kind of suspicious moment. And another thing, he also allowed me to open up my bishop here, so my light squared bishop suddenly has a lot more room. So I just decided to castle here, queen f3. I guess this makes sense. Maybe you could argue that like this is kind of a weird move, but no, there's nothing really too suspicious about this. Maybe like something like queen e1 or bishop d2 would be more normal, but nothing too strange about this move. I go bishop d6, threatening to take the knight and win a pawn. And you know what he does? He lets me have the pawn, and this is okay. So you see here the engine on the right side, it says b3 is a top engine move, which is just completely like what but the second best move is bishop d2, and I think this guy knows that if he keeps on playing the top engine moves, that he'll get like, it'll be incredibly obvious that he's cheating. So he's throwing in some second best, third best moves, maybe some of his own moves, which is why bishop d2 was played. But this just lets me win a free pawn, and I just thought that like I'm just up a pawn. I mean, I thought I was winning here, so he puts his rook in the middle, which makes sense. But I just felt like he didn't have enough compensation for this pawn. And since I'm up a pawn, of course I want to trade the queens. I feel like queen c7 was a little bit too passive because then I allow like some bishop f4 weird stuff. So I go queen h5 trying to trade the queens, and he goes for this and plays knight a4, threatening to win my c5 pawn. And now here I was kind of reluctant to give him this pawn, but there's no really good way to defend this, which is why I decided to go for a counterattack with rook b8. But here, I'm already losing my advantage. Well, I never had an advantage, but I'm starting to give him an advantage. Apparently, the best move was c4, which is... this is really hard to find because I double my pawns here, and my pawn structure is just really ugly here. So I didn't really want to play this, and which is why I went rook b8. But this allows some shenanigans here. So the normal thing to do in this position, which is what I was expecting, is to go bishop c3, which defends this b2 pawn, and then you can simply take on c5 after, because the problem with taking here immediately is that then I can take on b2. So I was expecting bishop c3 because it also puts the bishop on a very nice diagonal, but he goes bishop e3, which is just a tad bit more weird, because now the bishop isn't on this good diagonal anymore, so it's just kind of weird, and it doesn't defend this pawn. It's not as active, but it's the top engine move. Bishop e3 is the top engine move by far. So I can't explain why this is a good move, but you know, apparently it is. I go here because I just kick away the bishop with tempo, and I stop him from taking here because I really don't want him to take on c5 with the bishop, because then this is still defended, and now suddenly my rook is under attack. So I go here to kick his bishop away. He goes bishop g5, which is the second best engine move, and this is just I mean, I guess this move kind of makes sense because you want to go bishop e7, but this is a hard move to find. Like, I don't know. I guess he was baiting me to play f6, which is what he wanted, and he goes back here. So this is already kind of a suspicious sequence, but here, like, there's nothing too strange here, but it's just kind of like the fact that he keeps delaying this capture here. I decided to go king f7, by the way, to stop any infiltration ideas like this, and maybe eventually play bishop e6, but this kind of leads some problems for me. So this move, rook to e5, I mean, I guess this is seeable, but this is just this is a weird move. This is weird already. Like, I obviously can't take this because it's pinned, but now he's again threatening to take this pawn with another piece, and if he does that, then suddenly all my pawns are really loose, and this knight is still defending this pawn. So I'm having some trouble here. I'm forced to go g6 to defend my knight, and here he finally takes the pawn after delaying the capture for like 10 moves or something. So I just drop my knight back because there's no good way to defend this pawn. And if for example, I was calculating bishop d7, but here there's simply like rook c4, and I'm just losing this pawn too. So there's not much. Here he just takes like this. So I go knight g7 just to bring a piece back, and he takes his pawn. Very normal. Knight e6 all makes sense here. This still... Wait, no. This is a very weird move because now the knight is no longer defending this pawn here. So I thought that if I trade... Or hold on. Wait, what? What did I do? Oh, so I thought that... he's just giving me a free pawn. I don't understand why he did this. And after he takes here, I take with my bishop, and I'm chilling. So this is again a weird move. I don't think any like human would play knight c5 because they'd probably first want to play b3 and then do something like this just to make sure that this pawn is always defended. But b3 loses a lot of time, and it's just like not as great. But so knight c5, which is again it's either the best or the second best engine move, and it's just a hard move to see. So knight c5, I take here and I take here. And now the only good move here, which he obviously finds, bishop g5, the only good move in this position he somehow finds in a singular second. He spends a singular second on the top engine move by far. It's just, look, his time was on 4 minutes 33 seconds, and now it's on 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. And this is by far the best move for him. I'm forced to go f5 to prevent him from taking this pawn, and now he calmly slides his rook over. And this is, again, the only good move in this position that keeps a plus 1.5 advantage. If he had done anything else, it would have given me like a decent position. But he somehow finds this move, and I'm forced to defend this bishop here. And again, he's finding the like the top engine move here, rook c7. Okay, I guess this move is not too hard to find, but it's just kind of sus. And now bishop f6, like what is this? What is even happening? Like he's just letting me take all these pawns, but I mean his pieces are so active. He's playing like a Leela engine or something. I go bishop f7, preventing any rook g7 ideas and trying to trade off these rooks, but I'm already down on time. My position is horrible. And okay, this is where he like really just started totally rage hacking. King to f1. Like what is this move? This is the top engine move. The top engine move in this position is king to f1. It literally makes no sense because why? Like why would you play this move? The only reason to play this move is to defend this, but like you can just get so much pressure by taking and playing rook g7. This just wins material. Like I don't understand why he wouldn't want to go for this, but king to f1. Like what even is this? Like okay, here so I take a pawn and he just calmly slides his rook over, and now he's infiltrating on my back ranks, and like there's like not much to be done here because my position is falling apart, and he doubles his rook on the 7th rank, and I'm just getting cooked. Like here, this is over. I just give him some checks, but I get mated in 3, so nothing to be done here. But okay, let's analyze some of the suspicious patterns here so that you can try to find a cheater in your own games if you find it. So, okay, first of all, the opening was pretty normal. Cheaters don't really like do anything special in the opening. This was the first moment taking on c6 preemptively because there's just like there's nothing prompting him to take on c6. There's no reason for him to do it, but he goes knight e5, allowing queen c7. So that was kind of suspicious. Queen f3, I guess, is fine. And here, second suspicious moment, bishop d2 is top engine move or second best move, and it just lets me win a pawn for free. So that is very weird. That is very engine-like, sacrificing a pawn for a very like weird sequence with like it's like a 5-move sequence that eventually wins his pawn back, and he doesn't even want to take it. He first goes here, and then he goes here, and then he goes all the way back because now my pawn structure is very weird. And now, after king f7, he goes here, not taking the pawn, not defending this pawn, instead pinning himself, but I can't take it because I'm pinned. I'm forced to go g6. So again, top engine moves, top engine move, top engine move, top engine move, top engine move, only move which is the top engine move, only move which is the top engine move, check, only move, check, here, okay, here, only move which is the top engine move. Really suspicious after I take the pawn, top engine move, 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 and I lose the game. So basically, okay, one more thing. Let's go to the actual game. Hold on. So yeah, this was the actual game. So if you notice here on the side, you see the length that it takes for him to make every move. In the opening, cheaters have this pattern where they take the same amount of time to play every move because that's like how long it takes for them to plug it into the engine and see like the best move. So here, I guess this guy kind of hit it well, but in the opening he was taking around like 2 to 7 seconds for every move, as you'll see the white, and sometimes he was thinking a little bit longer. Like for bishop c6 he took 20 seconds. For here queen f3 he took another 20 seconds, and then but mostly it's pretty consistent around like 3 to 7 seconds for every move. Like here you'll see always 3 to 7 seconds. I guess he's kind of hiding it well for some of the harder moves. Like knight c5 is a little bit of a harder move to find, and he spent 25 seconds, and here he spent a minute on knight e6. And I mean, but bishop g5 in 1.5 seconds is ridiculous. Like you're just letting me, it's like you ignore that the fact that your pawns are hanging, and you allow me to take, but I can't because I'm pinned. But it's just, you have to spend more than 1.5 seconds to be able to see something like that. And that's just, I don't think that's human. That's not human. Here, again, playing all the top engine moves within 3 to 7 seconds around. And I mean, it's just like the combination of this, a suspicious account that was made very recently that has gained a lot of rating very recently, and the same amount of time for every move, and the fact that he was playing top engine moves that were really weird. Just like, it's impossible for him to not be cheating. Like, there's just no chance. So, I mean, this was just like kind of cool that I reported him. The first person I reported in a year got banned. So that was funny. But anyways, if you now don't go like reporting anyone that beats you, because you're not as good of a cheater hunter as me. But you know, it's just kind of a heads up to some patterns, some suspicious stuff that some cheaters do. But Thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video, and I'll see you next time.